sorry. Okay, excellent. There we
All
are.
right. I am so excited to have you here today, Shakti. You are such a vibrant woman. Thank you for being here with me, for co-creating a offering to women to help them become more vibrant today and beyond. So I'm so thrilled that we get to have a conversation here. And I just really wish that I had hit record on our spontaneous conversation earlier, but it's all perfect. And I just want everyone to meet Shakti. Shakti, welcome. Um,
Hi.
Tell us a little bit about you and your vibrant journey.
Okay, first of all, thank you for the invitation to be here and to meet you. And like I said before, it still goes, it always goes. It takes one to know one. It takes a vibrant woman to know a vibrant woman, and then we vibe together.
I
And
love that.
it's a good day for me to be on the interview here with you because I it's a cleanse day for me. So I've been doing a detox today. Um, a little short background. My sister just had surgery and we almost lost her. And I got to the point of almost exhaustion. So I just took 4 days off for me. Self-care.
Mhm.
Self-care is so, so important that we neglect until there's a call, from a doctor that says, change your diet, change your life, do more exercise, take this pill. So if we could just self-care every moment of every day, we have a beautiful life. My personal story, I had a mixed childhood, there was some trauma there. And up until my 18th year, it was a lot of juggling of life to find out who I was. And then in my 18th year, I found God. Actually, God found me.
Good.
Yeah. And since then, it's been a more beautiful journey where if something traumatic comes into my life, I know where to go.
Yes.
I go to prayer, I go to meditation, I go to my friends, I go to my diet, I go to my favorite TV show, Grey's Anatomy. I go all over to find what gives me the best that I can get from myself or for myself and that I can share with others. So that's a little bit about me. What else can I share with
Wow, I love that you talked about self-care right off the bat. It's something that I am learning right now. I know it's so important. I know it up here.
you? Yes.
And I guess I think I thought I knew how to do it, but I realize as I get in proximity with people who are high performers and really living out that kind of a life where they are taking care of themselves, they're leading their minds, they're leading others. It's actually something that you can tell me what you think. I
Mhm.
actually need to schedule it and I need to prioritize it because when I don't, it it just depletes my energy. I can't serve as well. It's a journey that I'm on right now, and I'm fighting for not fighting. I don't want to say fighting. I am integrating self-care because it's important. It's important for what I'm doing, like even this conversation with you, the women that I want to serve in the vibrant women community. It's and I get to also take care of myself. So how can you or can you give some of your wisdom on how to incorporate self-care today and to build a muscle, to build a routine? Like how do we get it going not only today,
Mhm.
but to sustain it?
Yes. And like you said, scheduling it in.
Mm.
A lot of people live with alarms, and that alarm tells you maybe get up in the morning or go to sleep at night or take that pill or whatever that alarm is for. You do it. And do we have an alarm that's set off and say in our hearts, in our minds, in ourselves that when we wake up in the morning, we say, thank you, I'm alive, And that process sort of gets the day rolling. It's like, I'm happy to be alive. I made it. And from there, where do we go? Where do we go? Do we get up and have some vibrant food to eat? Do we get up and do we sit in meditation and just even if just 5 minutes of meditation or exercise or yoga or whatever you do to get the body moving, do we do that on a regular basis? You know, the routine comes in and the habit is formed, and then our life is just a little bit more wonderful, you know? So that's what I would say about self-care now. You know, set an alarm. Okay, this is time to pray. Well, most people don't set an alarm to pray, but until you get it in you that you're going to get up and pray, set the alarm and don't feel bad about having to set an alarm to say hi to God, you know?
Right, right. And to take care of the temple that God gave you, take care of your body, like you said, are you going to have some vibrant food?
Yes.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that because I keep hearing, and I love to hear your take on it. I keep hearing that people's fitness goals, their body goals, maybe they want to release some weight, it that or that they want to become more healthy or they want to get rid of disease or who knows what, but it has mostly to do with nutrition. Like
Yes.
that's the key. And so I love that you talked about making sure we set aside time to, be intentional to pray and to take care of our body, but also what we put in. And I know different people respond to different things. Um, anyway, I could, can you speak? I have so many questions. We'll start with that.
Okay. Um, I'm a vegetarian, okay? And I started as a dare in high school. Two other friends and I we said who could stop eating meat for a month. I was like, okay, let's try this. And at 17 years old, I was mostly eating McDonald's and spaghetti and meatballs and, regular teen diets, pizza. I studied this book. Back in the 70s, it was very popular, Diet for a Small Planet. And it just taught me about vegetarianism from another perspective, from the perspective of let's not harm the animals and fatten the animals so that we can get some grain because what we're spending on fattening the animals could feed a country. And that in my young mind, it was like, wow, it's
Mm,
amazing. So during that month, I just studied and it gave me recipes, and some of the recipes don't fit my diet right now, but it fit my lifestyle there. I was a peanut butter eater for years,
mm,
thinking that was a healthy protein, you know? But and I've been through all the diets you can think of, macrobiotic, and I went vegan and came back to vegetarian. And when I was pregnant, I ate eggs and cheese because I needed it for the baby. And I, I did all of these things to find out more about what to eat. And now I'm at this point where I am promoting plant powered living. And what that means is don't give up things, incorporate more good things into your body, into your diet, into your life, especially plants, something that you can pick off a tree, an apple, a mango. You can grow pineapples, you can grow plants, you can grow your greens and herbs and things that are natural, okay? And also moving towards things that have less chemicals on them and in them. And that's where I mean with plant power. Just get your power from plants. If not vegetarianism, if your body needs a little meat or a little dairy or a little something else, little fish, don't say I have to give that up to get healthy. Just incorporate more and more and more goodness, you know, just like everything else, more and more goodness into your life so that you can have a vibrant, happy, healthy life. You
wow.
like that?
I love that. I love that. I believe in that so much because it also takes the pressure off of I have to do a certain thing. I have to change all these things. When, let's say, I just make sure that I buy a bunch of greens and a couple of things that are easy as I'm transitioning. So I put those in first and I choose the protein first. I choose the whole plant foods without preservatives. I choose those first, even if I don't want to.
Yes.
That changes my moment, that changes my day. And so yeah, just like you said, you may need to set an alarm for that and me just like me. So
Yes.
I absolutely love that. And I love that you talked about how people like there's seasons for certain kinds of eating. And I know for some people, plants work really well. I respond really well to plants.
Mhm.
However, I'm taking on some knowledge and trying out another technique with eating a lot of actually meat and eggs, which is hard for me.
Mhm.
But when I make sure to get all my plants, so I'm using my plants, which I love and just make me feel so vibrant. What you're saying, like I respond to that, but I'm also trying out this other really clean eggs and meat and
Good.
those kinds of things. It's so much different. If we've got meat eaters here, like you gotta get the clean stuff. Otherwise, anything really, if it's not clean, I'm not going to eat it because my body is so sensitive. And I think that's why I've been able to have so many vibrant qualities carry with me as I age. And I actually kind of fell off of it and I'm coming back to it. But
Hey.
anyway, just the whole seasons thing and like, where's your body at? What are your goals? And then just remaining true to, like you said, the schedule. What makes you feel vibrant? Add in goodness. I loved that, Shakti. What?
Yes, what you're saying about clean, you think about our physical bodies. Most of us clean the body and our teeth daily,
Yes.
maybe sometimes more than once a day. So if you think about what you're putting in your body, don't you want something that vibrates at the same level of who you are?
Mhm.
And this information is not new to us. It's all over the news, it's all over the media, and I don't want to make um, I don't want to say they're bad people, but some of the practices of the food industry are not good. It's for the mighty dollar, and that's not good. Put
Right.
health first and then the dollar, you know?
That's
Put
great
health first.
awareness. Go for
Yeah,
it.
we need to clean. When I go to the supermarket, and say I'm looking for a bag of apples, I will search through that bag of organic apples to make sure they're all. I might take one out of the other apple and trade it just to have that full bag of something that is going to resonate with my vibration. That's going to make it's like why buy uh, a damaged apple into a vibrant body or wilted greens. Why do I want to put wilted greens in my body? You know? And it's not about economy either. A lot of people have this thing about, well, organic food costs more. If everyone bought organic, they wouldn't make an organic, non-organic food, you know?
Wow. Wow, go there. That's so good. Yes, our dollars and our choices and the way we live, it matters. It's a vote. It's a choice.
Yes. So yeah, just clean. I love the word clean. Can I use that?
Absolutely. I'm sure I borrowed it from somebody else, but yeah, and just to say, to add a little bit more, and then I'd also love to hear what projects you're working on.
Cool.
But just to choose things that don't have preservatives, of artificial colors, canola
Mhm.
oil, these oils that are super processed or maybe were invented for car use and not actually for human use. And even if you're using vegetable or not, excuse me, olive oil, don't heat it up to a certain degree. You really don't want to heat that one. There's so many little things that you can learn and glean. And Shakti's got a lot of this information, and you can reach out to either one of us for more of that. But like, there's so much hope here. Like, you
Yeah.
just gotta make your choices, just like Shakti said. Choose to increase and put in. How did you put that, Shakti?
Uh-oh, I forgot.
Well, just make the choices to insert the things that make you feel good. And instead of worrying about, there's so much to worry about. No, but you don't have to worry about it. You just get to make choices.
Yes, we can worry. And also with memory, like I laugh about forgetting. When I turned 40, I'm 65. When I turned 40, I said, I'm going to live past 100. Let me start forgetting stuff now. So I don't care about memory.
Perspective.
All about the attitude. Yes.
Yeah, I love that so much. So, Shakti, tell us about what you're working on, how what
Yeah.
what lights you up, what you're passionate about, how you're serving people. We want to know more about you because you're such a wellspring of information.
Well,
Let's hear
thank
it.
you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. I live in Southwest Florida, and I have for many years off and on. I like to travel and move and experiment with other places and other cultures. But my family moved down here in the 80s, and it's just nice to be near family. And what I'm doing now, I'm writing several books, and I'm sharing my information about health and diet in these books. And I this is a during COVID, I was making recipes and I put them on my wall. And I had hundreds of recipes on my wall. And I said, "Oh, what are you going to do with those? Let's write a book." So
I love
I
it.
wrote a book off the wall, plant powered. Uh-oh, I forget the title. See, whoops. Off the wall, plant powered living. Okay.
I
This
love that.
Yeah. So this is one thing, and it's debuting on the 20th of June, and I'm having a big summer solstice party locally, and just going to spend
Beautiful.
a day in nature and come on Facebook now and then, every hour. And I have another book coming out, Former Cheese Lovers Treasure Trove, and this is a guide for parents and I just want to share information now. It's like I've been gathering and I've been using it for myself and from the locals. I teach yoga, I do massage, I do Reiki, and I've just been sharing it locally. And then my publisher, Melanie Warner, who you know, she introduced me to doing a show called Food Talk, and it's going to come out in the fall, and it's supposed to hit 250 million homes. And it's like, wow, yes, this is a way to share this information. So I've been gathering myself and putting myself out there because I basically am shy, believe it or not. I'm not an introvert, but I'm shy. I'm a personal person,
Just
but
like me.
it's time. It's time to help those who need the help that I can give. And
Right.
no one's going to give it like me. So it's like, okay, I can do this, because I'm helping other women, other people in
Yes.
their journey to be vibrant, to be healthy, to be happy, because that's what we want. We want our health and we want our happiness in this life. How can we get there? If we need assistance with it, we need these people like yourself, like myself, like Melanie, that says, here's a way to get happier and healthier. And that's a little bit of my story. Okay.
I love it. I love it so much. What you just spoke about, it's so beautiful and it's so true. Um, we may consider ourselves shy or whatever, but and I'm speaking to all of you. But you have each one of us has something to give, and we get to honor that because we've all been given a purpose or a passion, and we get to develop it, and we're all in different stages. And that's what I love about the creation of this Vibrant Woman series and community is that we're at different stages. And you, dear viewer, reach out to Shakti, reached out to me, reach out to the others because there's so much wisdom and information here. And I know I used to do it alone.
Mhm.
And that's not wise. So even if it's just like an email or hopping on and following Shakti on her social media, or whatever, getting into one of her programs, her books. We'll drop all the links. You'll get replays because some of this, you may be watching this in the future, or rewatching it in the future. But Shakti, you said that you love being around your family now, and I love that. And also you just talked about community. Um, I am definitely so passionate about community
Yes.
and being there for one another.
Mhm.
And I just wonder, is this like, first of all, I invite you to speak into the community. I'm gonna have at least start with a private Facebook group and reach out to find out more, everyone.
Okay.
And so just can you speak a little bit on community and just all of that good stuff at the end there?
Okay. Community. We are, if you think of our body, it's a community. There are 70 trillion cells. This is a community. We're a living, walking community. And
Yeah.
then we look out in the world and we see, you know, I'm an African American, you're a Caucasian, maybe American. We got Asian Americans, we got Native Americans, we got all of these people coming together, kind of separate, in our own things. Even in families now, it's kind of separate. And it's just time to pull it all together and say, hey, we all have this same physical body. It all takes oxygen and blood to run. We all breathe the same air. This is community. This is the community that we need to relate to. A lot of politics is going on in the world, in America right now, and a lot of war and different things are going on. I don't watch the news. I get my news from my community. When I need to know something, if there's a hurricane coming and I don't see it in the weather, my friends and my family say, hey, Shakti, it's time to buckle down, or this particular thing is happening in the world you need to know about. And this is my vibrant community that helps me. So, who are the people around you? Who are
Yes.
the people around you who are supporting you, who are nourishing you? And I have many communities. I'm blessed that I have put myself in, I call it extended family,
Yes.
because we all need people around us, not just that best friend, not just that husband or wife, not just your children, but we need more than that. Like the saying, it takes a village, to raise a child, but it takes a village to raise our inner child up to where we're an inner adult, and that we are vibrant in our lives and that we are helping ourselves and others. How can I really be happy with myself if I'm not helping somebody else to find their happiness? And we all do it in little ways, but it's time in the world, in the state of the world that we're in, it's time to do it in bigger ways. That's why I'm out here doing it. That's why you're doing it, Christine. And that's why many others are doing it, because we need each other. We are God's hands here on the earth. We are
Yeah.
God's feet. We are God's mind. We are God's voice speaking out about what is needed. And what is needed is come together. You see, like we do in yoga, namaste, it's the coming together. It's the acknowledging. Namaste. Namaste means the divinity in me, or the God in me recognizes and honors the God in you. Okay. So when you bring that into essence, you bring that into your daily life, after you ring that alarm and you pray and you meditate and you eat vibrantly, what else are you doing? We cannot just serve ourselves anymore. We must serve everyone. And we must know that in serving everyone, like Gandhi says, we serve ourselves.
Right, right. Oh, that's so good. Community is so important. And the greatest commandment is to love God, and the second is to love people. And we do need each other, and we get to come alongside each other, and we get to definitely grow side by side and be authentic. It's good to be challenged by community, supportive community, and supported by supportive community. And so, yes, thank you so much,
we
Shakti.
do we do need that feedback. We need that,
Yes.
that criticism. Even it's not negative to be critical.
Mhm.
We need someone to say, hey, Shakti, look at that, or hey, Christine, look at that. I noticed. Keep it in the eye. If you're giving someone feedback, keep it in the eye. I notice, or I see, or maybe this will help you. And just to share the goodness and the happiness, and just, yeah, we could get along, world. We can get along.
I love that. Shakti, I'm gonna just spring something on you. I've been asking everyone to give uh, something to our audience. And if you already have something in mind, that's great. But
Okay.
would you also put together, let's put together a PDF for people, a little sheet, a little workbook, something, and we can co-create this together about how do we intentionally go and be with people in community and with our family? Because I know some people, they need that support because they don't know how to do it. And you've got so much wisdom, and Shakti has a lot of resources where you can go and be inspired by her, but we're going to create something. Are you good with that, Shakti?
That, yes,
Yeah,
thank
that's good. So we're going to create that for you because it is so important. And as I keep saying, we've got to connect, we've got to reach out in
you.
whatever way, take a baby step, take a plunge. We are here for you. And I'm going to provide you with all the links to connect with Shakti and this beautiful creation that we just co-created right now. I'm so excited to share that with you. Shakti, thank you so much for being here. You are such a blessing and a gift. I honor you. And is there anything else you would like to say or let our audience know about you, where to reach you, anything like that before we close?
I also want to say thank you and remind you it takes one to know one. We're goodness because we are goodness and we recognize goodness. My website is shaktiflowyoga.com. Okay, just those three words all together. And I just want to say to the community, hug yourself a little bit more. Get in the mirror a little bit more and not to fix your eyelashes or to put makeup on the pimple or whatever. Get in the mirror, look at you, hug you. Just give God thanks that you made it today and that you can love yourself and you can share that love with someone else. This spontaneous talk here is wonderful. And I thank you, Christine, for inviting me. You know, you didn't know who I was. And here we are. We might be best friends one day, girl. But we are definitely community. We are definitely vibrant women who are out there to help women become more vibrant. And for those who are vibrant, to just pump up those muscles a little bit, you know? And thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. That's the power of proximity because my dear friend Melanie Warner, I asked her, who do you know? I told her about my vision and you were one of the people that she blessed me with. And that's the power of proximity and trusting that people catch your vision. And you just don't know who someone knows. And you're just like one conversation, one question away from your blessing and what it is, your purpose, all of that. And we're going to keep sharing all of this with you, y'all. So again, thank you so much, Shakti. Thank you everyone for being here.
Welcome.
Shakti, you are vibrant. I just love you. You are my new best friend.
I'm glad to have you as my extended family.
I love that.
Stay, my sister. God bless everything that you do and everyone this week.
Amen. All
Amen.
right. All
So
right.
long,
Bless you too.
sister.
Bless everybody. All right. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.